present for Christmas monitor speakers for my recording interface. They really will help me because right now I've been using the laptop speakers on my MacBook. And although they're good, they're not as good as separate speakers. And these aren't just computer speakers. These are actually tuned analog to really reproduce sound accurately. So they use these in recording studios and things like that. Now these are small. They're only 3-inch. They do come bigger, 4-inch and 5-inch. I didn't need them that big. I don't have a lot of room on my desk, and I really didn't want anything that big. This is fine because most of my stuff is just voice anyway. I'm not recording music, so it doesn't matter that much to me. And the speakers are not a bad size. They're like a small bookshelf speaker. One of them is passive, which means it's not powered. It just has a speaker input on it. And the other one is where all the brains are. This one has the power and the volume on it. It has a headphone jack and an auxiliary input jack if I wanted to connect my phone and play some music. And on the back is where it has all the guts. You can see it's got the connections here for inputs. Both these are RCA jacks. These are 1/4-inch jacks. This is the output to the other speaker, and this is the main power as well. The other thing is that since one speaker is powered and the other speaker is passive, you can choose whether the powered speaker is on the left or the right, which is really convenient so that you don't always have to have it in the same place. So now for connecting it to my audio interface has 2 1/4-inch jacks in the back. So I had 2 alternatives. I originally found these RCA to 1/4-inch adapters, and I had an RCA connector or cable here from an old stereo system. So I thought, alright, I can use the RCA on the back of the speakers and I'll plug the 1/4-inch into the back of the audio interface, my Scarlett interface. The only problem is these stick out pretty far, so it would keep it far from the wall, so I was looking for another alternative. So I was thinking I could get angled connectors like this, but I happened to look down in my basement, and my son is a musician, and he had these things sitting there, which these are just patch cables that he uses for pedals on his guitar pedal board. And he had a couple that he wasn't using, and they're color-coded, and they're long enough to go from the recording interface to the powered speaker. So that's what I'm going to set up. Alright, now, let's see, going into System Preferences, Sound, and saying output I want for the Scarlett, and input I want for the Scarlett. So, that's what we should have. Okay, now I'll just go to YouTube.
Hi, this is Chris, and I'm going to show you how to build this platform storage bed from IKEA kitchen cabinets and a little bit of framing lumber. I started by obtaining the measurements of a standard full-size mattress, which is 54 inches wide, to access the storage underneath. Then I laid the cabinets out on the floor, and using wood clamps screwed them together with 2 screws along the front and 1 screw near the back.
It sounds so awesome. This is going to be great. And they're the perfect size for this desk. I don't want them in the way, and I like that they come with their own sound isolation pads. So these were bought on Amazon. They're like $99 for the pair, which for Mackie monitors, they're really a good deal. So 3-inch was like $99, 4-inch was $150, and I think the 5-inch went to $200. So I went small, which is fine for what I need. They sound great, and they really weren't that expensive. Let's try plugging in some music. Sorry, I had to distort the sound, otherwise I'd get flagged for copyright infringement. And that's not my intent. I just wanted to let you know that music does play well over the auxiliary input as well. And so there you have it. You can there's multiple ways to get music into these things, or get sound into these things. And you could plug it directly into the headphone jack on the computer and play it that way too if you really wanted to. But I just happen to have the recording interface, and I find that to be a better approach. I have one cable that I can plug in and unplug from my computer and take it on the go when I need to. So the link is in the description if you're interested. These are available on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Visit my website, HandyDadTV, for more great ideas and information. Be sure to subscribe to be the first to know when new videos are posted.